mean?
Of course, we know the scripture is right. The scripture is right. But if we look at it in the context of the scripture, he's actually saying it's better to stay single.
Right, the sexual pressure.
If we look at the verses ahead of it, he's I think verse 6. Now he does say that this is I and not the Lord. You know how we always the Lord. But Paul makes a distinction, which is good when he's speaking versus a command from the Lord. But in verse 6, he said, "But I speak this by permission and not of commandment, for I would that all men were even as I myself. But every man have his proper gift of God, one after this manner and another after that." And so he's saying, him being single, he would admonish everyone to stay single. But what's funny is I don't know everybody, but I heard a preacher say one time, or a person say one time, all the single folk, many of the single folk want to get married, and many of the married folk want to be single. So it's like no matter what state you're in, the grass always looks greener on the other side. But Paul is, I believe, saying here that in his own advice, it would be better if you can contain to stay single or abide as he is as a single, far as for the Lord, because as a single person, you can offer yourself much more. But he said, but if you cannot contain, which is nothing wrong with that, if you cannot contain and you have desire to have a mate or have be in relationship and have a mate, then he said it would be better to marry than to burn in passion, lust, and also, as we used to talk about years ago, burn in hell.
And the sexual,
he
was sharing how the sexual pressure is not the best motive getting married.
Right.
The sexual pressure is not the best motive in getting married.